Good morning. It is now quarter to nine, Friday, whatever the date is. I think it's the 12th. I don't know. Anyway, I'm on the road. On my way out of Austin. Usually I schedule all my routes and stuff like I'm leaving at 9. So yes, I'm leaving 15 minutes earlier, but I still thought I would leave earlier today. Only because, oops, my bestie AJ had to get up early, go to the gym, so I got up early with her and try to get my stuff together. And that was good. I got to the restaurant for breakfast at like 7:15, but I wasn't feeling that good this morning. I don't know if I didn't sleep well. I woke up a couple times during the night, and I don't know if that kind of screwed with me this morning. I felt a little lightheaded when I pulled in the restaurant. I was just like, well, I'm gonna sit here for a while. I had a fantastic juice. It was really good. If you're wondering what I'm doing, which is not safe, but I just noticed that my fob is attached to me, but I like to keep it in the purse attached to me, and it was outside of the purse and flopping around, and it scared me because I'm pretty sure I need that to ride the bike. Okay, it's secure. Anyway, yeah. So I went in. I had that fantastic juice, really good coffee, a very nice breakfast. It was a very nice breakfast. But the reason I'm talking about this place is because from where I was sitting, I can see the bike, and I saw these two older ladies admiring Gritty. And if you own a motorcycle, you know it. You love it when people are checking out your bike. And then they were talking to their server, and he's like, I don't know whose that is. Mine is over there. And they're like, oh, it's so beautiful. So when the server walked by me, I was like, oh, by the way, yeah, that's my bike. And he was like, oh, it's awesome. I want to get an Indian, blah, blah, blah. Talk about riding the Sturgis and stuff. It's great. So I go in front to pay my bill, and on my way to the bathroom, one of the ladies runs up to me. She goes, I heard that was your bike. It's fabulous. And then she grabbed her friend, and they were just super sweet, really interested in, my story. I mean, it's not much of a story. I rode here from Vegas to visit my friend by myself, but we wanted to know how old I was because they were like, oh, it's fantastic. And they're like, oh, we used to travel a lot in the 60s, so, we totally love, women doing stuff like that. It was just really, really sweet. I loved it. I kind of gushed a little bit. They were super sweet. So I wanted to share that story, and it was great because when I was suiting up to get on the bike, they were tapping at the glass to wave at me. It was so funny. I loved it. Absolutely adorable. So I wanted to share that story. Super cute. So, you know. But as for maps, yep, I checked and double checked my routes with Gritty. I looked what I had in my in-route app and kind of made a note of it so I know which roads I'm taking and make sure we're all going the same way here. The problem seems to be when you load, like when you're ready to go on your route, like you pull it up, what does it say? Oh, calculating route. Do you want to calculate route? Yes. And you're pulling up the map you've already saved. There's an options button. If you hit options, it gives you 3 options: fastest, scenic, and shortest. And I don't know what it defaults to. I just know none of those 3 options. Like, it's missing a 4th option of, route as planned. Because it does screw with it a little bit. So because today is such a long ride to Van Horn, Texas, as planned and en route, it was 514 miles. So I was scrolling through, and when I hit it fastest, it said 520 miles, but I'll get there at 530. And I'm like, well, that's longer. So I hit shortest. And shortest is 504 miles, but I'll get there at 730. And what that means is there's probably a lot of 25 mile per hour zones or something like that. And I didn't bother to click scenic. No offense, Texas, but I've seen all the flat land I could take. It's not very scenic. Actually, mostly because on a long day like today, I don't want to take the scenic route. I want to get to the hotel. I will see Texas. mainly from a highway point of view, I guess. So there's that. So yeah, what I don't know is that how when you load the maps, how it decides like because the thing is before I didn't check that because in my head it should just be as planned, right? Makes sense. But it's not. So I guess sometimes it defaults to scenic, sometimes it defaults to fastest, just whatever. So it's definitely a glitch. I haven't posted. I tried posting that ride of just that road, and it was like 30 minutes long. So I don't know if it actually uploaded to Facebook or not, but I don't know. But I have the rest of my rantings I got to edit together from that day, and there is some nice rant about Indian/Polaris. So definitely gonna contact them about that, and also about my headset being connected to the bike and being able to like use the phone and call somebody. With Senna's, you just hit the phone button and you can just hey Siri, like call somebody, which is perfect. But apparently, if the headset's connected to the bike, you can't do that. Like that button is inactive or it just doesn't work. And then if you try to dial it from the bike, it's like, oh, disabled while moving. I'm like I understand you don't want me pushing keypads and stuff like that. I totally agree with that. But if it's like on a contact list and it's just like, hey, this name, I should be able just to punch a name and it calls. So you're not sitting there looking at it. So I understand the safety features, but they got to edit it a little bit because sometimes pulling over to call somebody is not ideal, especially when you're trying to race to get somewhere before dark or whatever. Just saying. But like I said, I will send Polaris an email or tag him in that video or whatever, but definitely going to give him a piece of my mind. That's for sure. So on that note, this is where we are. It's 8:51. Hopefully I get to Van Horn at like, it says like 5:30. Don't want to get there too late. So, but that's all I got. So I will enlighten you when I see something ridiculous later.
Happy with
Yeah,
that.
used to. I can't believe they're riding on that truck like that.
For us this last week,
but I'm gonna assume that guy does that every day.
I was not looking to become an influencer in any
They're
way.
No, you came across it honestly.
Yeah.
You're having a genuine human reaction, and I think that sometimes is so shocking in the current media situations that people responded to it in a big way. I love the fact that was so around
adorable.
the world people are fascinated by it.
God, I had Ralph talking on top of it. That was so adorable. They were like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" So cute. Oh. Over because I gotta go pee somewhere. I'm not gonna make it 85 miles to this gas stop. I got mine. Hey, pups. You're so cute. Did I go? So adorable. So this truck blocked it. Okay, there's a billboard up there. It says your wife is hot, and I'm like, I see it's a window company, so I'm just curious what it says under it. Your wife is hot. For triple pane windows? Is that what it is? Okay. I thought it was some crack about your wife is hot. You should probably get new windows that are tinted so we can't look at your hot wife. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's been a pretty generic ride. Actually, this is 87. I actually rode this into when I was going into Austin. So, and then normally when I build routes and do trips, I don't like to go back the same way I came, but it looks like I have to for a little bit. I think it changes when I take the 20, and then because I'm going through Midland, Odessa, so I didn't do that on the way in, that's for sure. Also sucks that I got gas a while ago, hung out at the gas station, blah, 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 peed and all that stuff, and now I gotta pee again. I'm gonna see how long I can hold on to that. I don't think I can hold it for 140 miles, but hey, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm back to that. I don't know what town this is. That's a Concho River. Oh, I think this is Concho. Now that I say Concho River. Yep. I believe that is it. Yeah, yawning's not good either. I bought some beef jerky and ate it too. I have this giant pocket in my jacket, so that's where the beef jerky is. And I just bought salt and pepper thinking, okay, that'll be nice and flavorful, but not. It's some spicy ass salt and pepper. Woo! It's almost 1:30. Back on this boring road again. I was just noticing the windmills, and I noticed them when I came through here before. And I'm like, huh. I don't know why in my head I'm like surprised that Texas has windmills, like energy generating windmills. But that's awesome. The more I see of those, the better. That's kind of all I got. But one thing I like about having a big orange bike, it attracts attention. I said I had to be again. There was a rest area, so I pulled in there. Like I was able to park like right by the door. And when I came out, a guy was getting out of his truck, parked behind me, and he's just like, I see more and more Indians on the road. I'm like, yeah, blah blah blah. And then when he came back out, and I was drinking some water before I suit up, he's just like, oh, did you get that in insert local town here? And I'm like, nope, I got it in Vegas. And he's like, oh. And he was nice. He was asking where I was staying tonight. And then he goes, just be careful when you get into Midland. Those oil farmers there, they can't drive worth a shit. And I'm just like, oh, thanks for the advice. And it's just little, like, local stuff that it's nice that when people do stuff like that. Because I think there's always an air when you ride a motorcycle, people on the bike, and some people don't want to talk to you or whatever. But, I mean, I'll be honest, it is mostly men. That's a funny sign if you saw it. It is mostly men that will talk to anybody riding a motorcycle, you know. Women are a little shyer. Unlike, the two women this morning who are awesome. There's also a family that I pulled up and were going to the bathroom, and this little girl, I'd say she's probably between 8 and 10, like when she was walking towards the bathroom, was looking at me, and I smiled at her. And then she had walked out before I left, and I waved at her again. And then when I pulled away, I started to wave at her, she waved, and it was just really cute. And stuff like that. Like, kids are innocent, and they're just like, that's really cool, and they wave. Her family wasn't around. I don't know what her family thinks. Her family's probably totally fine with it, but, it's still fun to see. I like it. Usually on the road, people are really nice and all that. It makes it super, super awesome. Because, let's put it this way, if you're in a car doing these trips, who cares? Everybody drives a car. Doesn't make a difference. But I just felt like sharing. That's it. So, I'll go back to listening to some music. I had to turn off my Fat Man Beyond podcast because Mark Bernardin talks really low and it wasn't cut through the air. And I like to hear what he says. That's the whole point. So, ooh, what is that? Oh, I smell methane. Oh, I think we're going to die again. Midland. And I guess Odessa's right next to it. That's why they call it Midland, Odessa. And I don't know, because they seem like, from what I know, they seem like small towns. But in my life, I know 2 people from there. Or I've known 2 people from there. I know one currently, one in my past. Yeah. Brandy. Are you from Midland or from Odessa? I can't remember. Because I'm probably going to ride by your mom's house. I'll just say. Also, I'm pretty sure it's a speed trap out there. Because it's like, from 75 to 65 for no reason. Because the highway just, I'm like, oh, is it going to get lights? What? Nothing. Nope. But since I'm recording, I'm going to tell you something right now. So when I stop at gas stations, I fill up and then I, get some water, have some snacks, cool off a little bit. And I'm there a half hour, 45 minutes, depending. But especially at this last gas station, I was standing actually in front of the convenience store at the gas station in the shade, but in front of my bike. So many people walking by, compliments, asking questions, that whole thing. And I'm like, do I stand here to see if anybody notices my bike, or am I staying here because no, I need to rest and stuff. Like, who knows? A little bit of both. It all works out. That kind of thing. All right, I just saw a sign that said Odessa's 28 miles, so they are 2 towns? I don't know. Oh well. But I'm making good time today. And I stopped for, it seemed like a while. So for the longest day, we're doing okay. So I like that. I gotta, now this map makes me nervous all the time. So I actually gotta confirm the address because I'm like, that address doesn't look familiar for the hotel. So I'm sure before 187 miles I will stop. I did put my cooling vest on and it'll dry out way before then and I'll take it off. So I'll verify my address so I don't scare myself. Then partly cloudy today like this and it's super helpful. Oh, if you're looking through my windshield, yeah, that's streaky. So the trick is, because there's bugs out here, it's crazy. But I spray bug slice on it and just let that sit on there until I do whatever. And then I come back with the squeegees from the gas station and just get all the bugs off. And for whatever reason today was super streaky and turned in. I'm like, I don't care. Because I can see through streaks. I can't see through bugs. So, but now it looks like a graffiti pattern. Kind of impressed with my artwork. Just saying. But other than that, yep, still on the road. Still in Texas. I am spending the night in Texas. So, there you go. I hit this traffic mess. Like just now, just a second ago. But what was funny was there was this like big Silverado truck. I've been leapfrogging for a while now. And he saw this, he got in the right lane, and I saw him jump up to it was thinner than this a second ago, but yeah, he went over all the grass and just got on the freaking service road. I'm like, is that what big trucks are for? Some bitch. But hopefully this is only because this left lane is closed, and that's not going to be an ordeal. So I learned something a couple days ago because I decided to look it up since I knew it was going to be hot, but what I did not know is that the only state that allows lane splitting is California. Or at least that's what I found in a couple articles. And I was talking to my friend AJ last night about it. I go, oh, wait, yeah, Utah just passed it. So now there's 2 states? But I could have sworn there was a state on the East Coast that lets it too. But more importantly, I looked up, can you lane split in New Mexico? No. Can you lane split in Texas? No. You know what I really want to do right now? Lane split. But it's going down to 1 lane. So you really shouldn't lane split in those situations. So that's where we're at here. Of course, I start these videos in the middle of traffic, and I'm like, oh, I can't let go of my clutch. There's Toyota behind me. He didn't really want to let me in. I might stand on forever. I finally just took an opportunity to just ease my way in. It's like telling a New Yorker not to jaywalk. I'm like, what? Oh, no, I'm going to do it. You watch. I'm kind of glad I'm going to go through there. That looks terrible. There's been a couple of, what do I say, holes in the road that I'm like glad I missed. For those playing at home, I still remember on my way back from Sturgis last year on Dutchess, I hit a pothole in the middle of Bighorn National Forest. Now the thing was the road was marked kind of like rough road or road's not great or whatever, and there was a lot of sections that was really nice, and then coming down in a curve, I think the sun was hitting it. There's a couple of factors involved, like anything, but I basically didn't see it till I was on top of it, and then I'm like, all right, and then I hit it, and then I was like, what happened to my wheel? Oh, cracked my wheel. Holy crap, why didn't this go down in 1 lane? Because some of us are going to die. Texas traffic kills Vegas motorcycle rider. Am I? I'm just outside of Odessa. Owies. It's hot on that side. I gotta move up a little bit. I love this freaking seat, but when I'm way back, it's hard for me to kind of put my foot down in a just in case situation. If I move up, I totally can't. So, I don't know why, but I like looking at trains. This train's coming right for us. Chugga chugga. Choo choo. know how it looks in the camera, but when I got under this cloud cover, like in front where that white truck is directly in front of me, it really looked like the ground was wet and it was splashing water. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, oh, what? And I'm like, goddamn. And it's there's a term for it, but it's where, like, it's so hot, makes the pavement hot, and it's like, there's heat rising from the pavement, and it creates these illusions in the sun, and it's really, like, most of the time, like, a lot of people know, like, you'll see it looks like the pavement's wet. That's that effect. But that was really pretty extreme. I freaked out. I also been trying to get past this guy so I can see what he has on his trailer. It's brand new. What do you got? Oh, Triumph. Very nice. You should ride it instead of put it on the truck. Oh, wait, there's 2 people in there. Or maybe it's a present for somebody. That's a nice present. And while I'm on, I just stopped at a rest area to pee and chug some juice. And as I was suiting back up, the guy comes out. He just looks at me. He goes, nice scooter. He walks away. It was so funny. People crack me up. Tell you what, I really enjoy, like, going on road trips with motorcycles because people are a whole lot nicer. A whole lot nicer. People talk to you, say hi, compliment your bike, all that kind of stuff. Get in a car, nobody cares. I think I mentioned that earlier, but it's the kind of day I'm having. 105 miles to the exit, which I guess the hotel's right off the exit. Let's see here. What does this say? Yep, 105 miles to the exit, 105.3 to my destination. It says I'll be there just about 6. So it was like 5:40 before I stopped, but typical. I don't know if I'll be able to make up that 20 minutes. I always try, but we're doing good. Chugging right along. I'm hoping there's another one, but there's this big thing on a flatbed. And I'm like, what the hell is it? And there was 2. And after the first one, I figured it out. It was a blade for a windmill. And I'm like, well, there's 3, right? So is there a 3rd one? And I'm thinking, right now, no. Because I'm never recording when I should be. I've missed tons of great stuff. All the time. All the time. I miss funny signs. There's some great, like, oh, I should close this. That probably sounds better, right? There was a great sign for the city, or the town of Stanton, where it was like 300 nice, approachable people and 3 old, sore ones. Something like that. It was really funny. No, can't get that because I ain't recording. And now I missed the blades. There's 2. I think it's a crooked windmill. Or the one windmill had only 2 broken blades and one was still good. Or wherever they are, they had 1 spare and they needed 2 more. Who knows? I don't know. Making up all kinds of stories. Only because I've also missed now I'm looking at these tires. I'm going to tell you what, today has been exploding tire day for sure. The first one was really early in the day. I think it was on 29 or on 71. Because at first I passed it and it was a truck pulling 3, there's double wides, but they weren't like double wide trailers. They were freaking huge. Like, okay, so this is a 2-lane road and the width of these structures took 1.5 lanes. And it wasn't a highway. It was like, just a through road, whatever. So whoever went by, the guy was kind of, hugging the right lane, and you had to be careful when you went around for oncoming traffic to go around him. So the first time I saw him, it was 1 truck pulling 3 of them, which I thought was a bit excessive. And he was actually pulled over. That's what threw me off. I'm like, oh shit, he's pulled over, because that thing's blocking most of the road. And I look, and there was a guy and another person. I don't remember if it was a lady or not. They were looking under it. So I'm like, oh, I wonder what happened. And then not too long of that is when I first had to go to the bathroom. So I pulled off and went to the bathroom. And right when I walked back to the bike, I saw a truck just pulling 1 go by. So I don't know if he left the other 2 behind. Somebody came get it. Whatever the story was. But he was just pulling 1. I get back on the bike. A couple miles down the road, I see him again. And I see the lights flashing. And I see a car I think it was a pickup truck going like real slow around him. And I saw smoke and I smelled all this stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? Because I'm coming up on him. And as I get closer to him, I see he lost one of the wheels. Not the tire, the wheels of the trailer. Because you just see it kind of slowly trickling, rolling off to the side behind him. And as he's like pulling over, I look and you could just see it's just like the axle on one of those things. I'm like, holy crap, that's a bad day, dude. This is not working out. And I wasn't recording because it was actually pretty awesome to see because I was far enough away not to be like right on top of it, which is kind of scary. And then went through one of the construction zones. I mean, it was a moving construction. It was no right lane, just a left lane, and they were paving. And then the truck that I was staying really a good distance behind because it's construction, you don't know what's gonna happen. He started kind of flashing his brakes, and I'm far enough behind, but I slowed down even more. And then I see ahead like a truck had pulled over, like had to run over one of the coats because he blew a tire. That thing was all over the place. I'm like, holy crap. So there's been a lot of tires today. It's been interesting. Thought I'd tell that story, but now my face is getting hot again, so I'm gonna cut it off and look this up. Oh, 75 miles. Almost there. That blade is super fucking late. But there it is. That thing's huge. It's super late. That was a long time ago. They're gonna want to win that windmill working like 2 days ago by the time that freaking thing gets there. I feel like I finally have seen some scenery. I'm gonna lower this. I was gonna get a little windy loud, but look, like a mountain range. Holy crap! I noticed it a little while ago, and I'm like, oh wait, is that Mexico? I don't know. Tomorrow I'm gonna ride right past El Paso, and that's like right along the border. So be curious to see what that's like. Look, scenery. Yay. I kind of hate the fact that I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to get gas before I can get to the hotel. Because these two numbers equal each other, and that's bullshit. But whatever. I passed this guy earlier. Now I'm glad to saw it because I see that truck and I was like, why does it look like it's going to fall off that bed? Like, oh, because it has no front end. Ouch. That had to hurt. Shepherd. Doggy. Doggy, 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 doggy. Oh, there's two. Oh, man. They're going to go past the boat. I can't. Oh, puppies, come back. I want to say hi. Oh, I missed them. I say no parking where people parked. Yeah. That's the hotel I kind of wanted to stay in. Apparently it was historic Catholic Rancho. I'm going to miss the shepherd so much right now. No idea. Oh, man. Bye, doggies. Maybe laugh. Guy just rode in front of me, and then in front of me again going the other way. I had Chieftain Dark Horse, a white one. Didn't even look at me. I'm like, so I don't know if he's just figuring out that bike or what. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Oh, look at the sunsets. There he is. What you doing, bud? Ugh. Oh, these are two different guys. Okay. Gotcha, what are you doing? Yep, it says hot breakfast. Mm-mm. Oh. It's like Vegas with those signs. There used to be something here. It's long gone, but we left the front sign up. Never understood that. Is it just more expensive to pull up that freaking sign in the front? I don't know. If you ever have your electric car in your hotel van Horn, the Dayson's got plug-in. Just so you know.